If we keep this up, I'm sure we'll get more supporters. But first, we need a new target. I hope we can find a good one. I'm sure we're gonna find the best one. I have some new info. Apparently, there's a group of burglars terrorizing Shibuya. From what I hear, they only target restaurants and break in after they close for the day. Someone online was asking if it was the work of the Phantom Thieves. Just reading that really got me pissed off. I read that in such a wrong order with those words. We can't let people lump you guys in with petty thieves, right? Don't let it bother you, man. Hearing that just makes it bother me even more. Yeah, Mishima is taking this influencer role. Not so great. Anyway, I heard they've been running away without leaving even a trace of evidence. It's all the information I have on them right now. Sorry. For now, I'll make a post on the fan site and ask for any more details people might know. I was mentioning it earlier this stream, I'll mention it again. I don't know if I'd ever do a video essay on Persona 5, but, you know, if I ever do, I'd be tempted to do a video essay. Just talk about, like, Mishima and relating to, like, a content creation perspective, honestly. Oh, man, being famous really brings its own unique set of problems. But we don't really have any info. We'll just have to wait for Mishima to get a more solid lead. Like, it's one of those little details, one of those little things in a story that I really appreciate. Like, how much I appreciated the Far Future chapter in Live Alive, for example. You know, where, you know, it probably wasn't ever intended for anybody to appreciate it as much as I do. But I do, you know. Never be happy again, I guess. There's that. But yeah, welcome on back in Guzma. Guzma now has the gold train, and Mortis has the purple train at Switcheroo. Wait until he makes a video essay about Pokemon, yeah. See how he feels after that. But yeah, real love that universities are basically free here, excluding a semester fee around 150 euros. You would have even more crazy debts if that were the case. Yeah, like, there are so many students that have ludicrous student loans to make it through university that they're gonna have to, you know, spend the next, like, decade paying off. I am so lucky to be in a situation where I don't have student loans to get through university, and I should be able to get through university without having to take out any student loans. Like, I'm financially okay, you know, is the case. But hearing about, you know, the insane debt that so many of my fellow students have, it's like, wow, geez, that's, wow. So, really goes to show how important it can be to count your blessings and stuff, right? But that's also, like, one of the reasons why, because I'm in a position where, you know, I can help and, you know, do cool things for those who need it, why I like doing things like 24-hour charity streams, you know, is stuff like that, rather than, being like, I need to do, like, subathons to keep the lights on, stuff like that. I'm financially sound. You know, I'm also very, very grateful to my parents for having put me in a situation where I can be financially sound. One, having an RSP put away for me when I was, like, very young, basically being, you know, this sum of funds that would continue to accumulate over time, and I would only be able to take out if I proved that I was doing, like, university full-time. So that's paid for half of my university-ish? Something like that? Maybe a tiny bit more than half? I don't know. It can be hard to say after all this time. It's paid for a decent bit of university, and then the rest has just been from me, like, saving up over time, working during summers, doing stuff like that. And, you know, plus the fact that I don't have to worry about paying rent because my parents were gracious enough to be like, yeah, during your university years, you can live here and then, you know, just move out sometime after university's done. So, you know, I am very grateful, you know. Yeah, and I'm also an only child. So, you know, it's not like, you know, attention had to be split there. Where it's like, if an RESP is put away, I get the whole thing. It doesn't get split with someone else. Even if it did get split with someone else with, you know, jobs I've worked and, you know, monies I've saved up over the years, I would have still been able to, you know, cover it and stuff. During time that I've worked during summers and stuff. And if I really needed to, I could always dig into, like, funds that I'm making from this channel to pay for university. It's not gonna come to that, though, I don't think. Unless, you know, more budget gets slashed and it becomes, you know, super insanely more expensive than it already is from here, but I doubt it. It's a good time to start looking into you know, graduating before things get more and more expensive, is the case. But yeah, Mishima, I gave Pokemon VR 7 out of 10. Now I'm receiving death threats. But yeah, when it comes to the Pokemon situation, I know, Guzma, you had said that, you know, Mortis can choose the Pokemon for the poll, is the case, and Morris was just, like, gonna wait for the poll to close first, because I already know what Morris would want to vote for, and considering posts in the server, And it looks like that's the thingamabob that might well be winning in the polls currently, is what it seems like. Oh yeah, that was the only one that hit double digits. I'm fairly certain, unless I scroll up and there's another one. Ethel's really close. This is the thing. Part of me was debating, like, how should this be handled? Should I just, you know, let the poll go through and then Morris makes the choice there? Or should I just say, Morris, you make your choice right now, and then poll goes to whatever the next one is? Because if Morris chooses the first one right now, then that would be Tinkaton, I would assume, there. And then Ethel will be the next one there. And then it works out and everyone's happy. But nah, I'm probably... Like, I thought about it, but I was just like, nah, I'm probably not going to do that, I don't think. Is the thing. Gotcha. Yeah. Is the case. And wait, if you want to choose one that's not in the public poll, I think, wait. Did I say in the rewards that those that could choose one of my team members could do it across any Pokemon or just Gen 9 ones? Because the poll, the voting is just Gen 9 ones. But I think wait, I still have a button on my Stream Deck. I can check it. Well, let's check here. It was, as a main party member in the Scarlet and Violet playthrough. Oh, I never actually wrote the specifications even for the community one, did I? But I had it in the back of my mind that the community one was gonna be, like, just Gen 9 ones to vote on. But I think for the, I think the one that was just choose for the $100 donations was across, like, any Pokemon that's available. Apart from, you know, legendaries and stuff that you can only get post-game. You know, so basically, you know, including stuff that's before Gen 9 that's available. I think would be a part of it as well. So I think that would be fair game. Would be the case. Anyway, let's see here. But yeah, that poll, you thought you meant the senator voting polls happened last month. Oh, they're, not in that, case. Yeah, not that poll. Diglett Senpai needs a fellow Senpai? You want to choose a Gen 9. Okay. Are you gonna choose a name that matches with Diglett Senpai so that Nishara has a, Nishara's Diglett Senpai has a fellow Senpai? You know, fun fact about that. The reason why we haven't streamed Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for a little while is because for the very first time in my channel history of covering Pokemon stuff, while before I'd just use like art that I'd find online for the Pokemon to put in the Pokeballs, or sometimes, you know, draw my own like simple things. This is the very first playthrough where we are actually working with an artist to do some special custom art, which I didn't bother asking for any of the pre-evolutions, because like they're just going to evolve into their final forms that we'll have for the rest of the playthrough. And Vivian's about to evolve. If I switch over to the Thingamabob, Vivian's about to evolve. Diglett Senpai has already evolved, and I did like that freaking, you know, workaround where I just inverted the colors to the other one and I just pasted it around. Now, like, that was a creative solution for the time, right? Was the case. Mokuwana is like a couple levels from getting the move that, like, triggers evolution. Oh, and I never updated the layout to have, like, the newer name. This is still from the last stream. I haven't touched the layout since then. Anyway, so there's planned to be some art in the works, and apparently, Diglett Senpai is gonna end up being kind of Senpai themed and stuff. The person that's working on this is the same person that made this layout, actually. Also, why is my camera, like, not in the, oh, now it's in the thing. Huh, weird. Just when I initially loaded it, it didn't have my, face cam overlay. Weird. And maybe I should have the corner Thingamabob over, so anyway. Doesn't matter right now. But that's the reason why we haven't streamed Scarlet and Violet in a little while. Is the case. So, you know, normally I'd be covering that a whole lot as the big new release. I kind of want to play some more of it, but, you know, I want to wait until we have, like, custom cool art and can stop that on the layout, and it'll be like, whoa, that's cool, you know? Okay, forgive the weird voice that I did there. You know what I mean. I mean, I want to choose a Gen 9 one, depends, gotcha. Choose a dragon and call it Madeir-chan to trigger harmonious PTSD. Oh, gosh, no. But yeah, I have seen that, like, Tinkaton's currently winning in the polls. I saw recently, I think I saw it when I was scrolling through Twitter, that apparently Tinkaton doesn't have an actual shiny form itself. Like, the body of Tinkaton doesn't change. It's just the hammer that changes to the colors of a shiny Corviknight. So there's so there's no such thing as a shiny Tinkaton. There's just Tinkatons that have, like, recovered the salvage of a knocked down shiny Corviknight. And that's actually pretty funny. Not gonna lie. What are your plans for today? Shopping in Shibuya right now. I'll still be in the station for a bit. So let me know if anything comes up. So you could argue that Tinkaton doesn't have a true shiny form itself. It's just the rare Tinkaton that stumbled upon a shiny Corviknight. So there's that. That didn't imply anything, unique. I don't think. No! Gosh dang it! What? Why is my controller being weird? I'm sorry for the sudden call. It's Shibuya from the store. So if you had time to come in today. It's double points day for card holders who are getting kind of slammed. If you could help out, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, and the manager said you get paid extra on really busy days. And we'll get, like, bonus points and stuff, right? Is the case. So there'll be a lot of people there. There might be a good chance to practice your charm, too. Might even get bonus pay. Might be worth considering. So I'll get bonus charm. But it's also raining today, so I could also study and get bonus points that way. Be able to choose team members in black and white too? I mean, maybe. It'll be, like, we'll see if we do it close to a charity event. I ended up doing it for this because it was really close to a charity event, so I figured, like, hey, let's go ahead and do that. So if we do that close to a charity event, then maybe. I'm thinking, as I mentioned before, the next main Pokemon game that'll be covered on the channel, I'm kind of leaning towards it being Coliseum, though. What a Chandelure called Torch Bro. What a homage that would be. But yeah, please nickname the Reshiram Sheer after your fiance, please. Even if I ever got a Reshiram. If I do black and white too, like, then no matter which ones I did, if I did, you know, one and then the next, then, you know, would get one anyway. Would be the case. To study or to go do the thing and get a whole bunch of charm. I haven't gotten charm things in a little while, so maybe I should do that. So let me save before I, accept Thingamabob. How about? This is what we can do here. Alright, sure, let's go ahead and do this and get, like, some bonus charm points. Oh, come on. What, can I not? It's just people's requests. I actually have to go into the freaking thing. Yeah, Anne's thing rub. Sorry, Anne. I have work to do. This is what I have to do. Yeah. I have things to do there. But yeah, maybe. We shall see. I don't know when Black and White is gonna be going on. You know, we wound up doing a Pokemon playthrough for the 10K sub special. Like, at the beginning of this year. We did Explorers of Sky for the 10K sub special. But the channel's at, like, what, 18.6K right now, something like that? And, you know, with Scarlet and Violet coming out, you know, my video essays are picking up a little bit of steam again. And I'm sure once the Scarlet and Violet one comes out that, you know, well, the algorithm usually goes a little bit ham with those for some reason. I mean, you know, I'll take it, but, it does mean that we might still be in the middle of, like, covering a lot of Scarlet stuff before we even get to the next Pokemon playthrough. Like, we might hit 20K while still doing a bunch of Scarlet stuff, is what I'm saying. It's possible. So, I feel like it might be a little bit swamped and weird to do, you know, Black and White as a 20K sub special, because I'd also be occupied with things like Assassin's Creed Origins and Fire Emblem Engage and stuff like that I'd be starting early next year. Assuming that even happens. I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, this milestone, it's gonna be right around the corner, I'm gonna make plans accordingly. But, you know, I don't want to set things in stone, as for sure, when there's, you know, a chance that I can absolutely screw my schedule by doing that, you know, is all I'm trying to say. Soothing soda, yada yada, double points day, I'm gonna go to work. And, you know, the way that things have been going, it's like, yeah, it's probably around the corner here at some point. And I straight up don't know what to do for it. Here's the 7 Treasures of the Explorers of Sky. It's an icon after darker. I might do it at some point. I haven't actually touched Explorers of Sky since the playthrough ended. I said that I might do a little bit of off-camera, like, recruiting new teammates and stuff like that. I haven't actually touched it since then. Do it. I might do maybe I'll do it for, like, you know, a 24-hour charity event one day. Grind for Destiny Tower. I might. It might happen. But, come in say that'd be so helpful. Because I've never actually 100%ed Explorers of Sky before. Part of me is still kind of holding out on the hope that there will be an Explorers of Sky remake, but, on to these customers, so just keep your cool and don't forget to smile. Those are the Ink Crunchies. Sounds like something that an Inkling would like. There's a barcode on the right side of the cover. Those are black donuts. I see 5 donuts in there that are black as tires. Barcode next to this section that explains the origins of brown sugar. Am I gonna remember these? Sudden rush of customers as soon as Shibuya Senpai goes on break. Let's just focus on finding the barcodes quickly and getting through the crowd. And Crunchies, where's the barcode again? It was one of these two. At the top there, played this too long ago, start from the beginning again. What, 20k sub special star, a new playthrough of Explorers of Sky? You know, if I did that, because of it even just being like within a year ago, even just the amount of new people that have come to the channel since then, if I started like a new part 1 of Explorers of Sky, there probably would be a lot of people that would be like, oh my goodness, that's so crazy that you're covering this game for the first time, whoa! You know, to be fair. There would probably be a lot of people like that. There would be a lot of people that would be like, what the heck, you're doing it again? But would it be more so than the people that are like, whoa, you're doing this for the first time? Would it be? Yeah, I can recruit Primal Dialga legitimately as well. Apparently, I heard about that for the glitch and stuff. Was the case. Annual PMD2 playthrough. I used to play PMD2 annually before I was a content creator. Just the main story. I didn't do, you know, all the special episodes and all the post-game like we did this past playthrough. Like, I would probably move on to the next Mystery Dungeon game if we would start like a next big playthrough kind of thing, Bob. But yeah, I used to play it annually. But the question is, whenever we continue with Mystery Dungeon stuff, do we do more PMD2 or do we just like go into Gates of Infinity? I'm sure not a lot of people will be looking forward to Gates of Infinity. It's the only one that I haven't covered at all. Like, I've covered Super Mystery Dungeon before, but, you know, as a new content creator, I didn't do post-game. And, you know, my quality sucked back then, so I have to redo PSMD at some point. Just like I redid PMD2. If we did PMD2 again, it would have been the 3rd playthrough of PMD2 on the channel. But yeah, finished your annual playthrough earlier this year over the summer. Yeah, that was me before going into content creation. Okay, I can't access the log, unfortunately. Personally, I really like Gates. It had some good things going for it, but it wasn't, you know. Might as well so we have a reason to care about Gates. Gates is cool. Everyone speaking up for Gates. Because I would go Gates and then Super Mystery Dungeon. Like, redoing my playthrough of Super Mystery Dungeon. Because my original playthrough of Super Mystery Dungeon sucks and I never did the post-game. Was the case, you know. We're gonna say that. There it is, let's scan it. Okay, I got it. Dang, I'm surprised you could see that.
Nice.
Alright, that was a perfect barcode slaying. You have another one?
You did great.
You work on handling all that by yourself. You've been such a huge help. Thank you for your hard work. Keep it up. Absolutely murdered Hydra and a bunch of other humans too. That part I sort of remember. Good work out there. You got to learn how to be considerate of others through dealing with customers. Wow. Look at that. I'm so cool. Wow.
Nice.
You've done great dealing with customers today. I'm sure you can look forward to your pay. Sweet. I got 7,400. I know the Doogie blocked it, which is why I figured I'd say it out loud. Alright. It is the evening.
Ah, you're back.
Yep. And no one's phoning me this time. You don't have any confidant thing. Find someone who will hang out with you at school. Make sure you pick your friends carefully. Oh, big stretch and groan from the Doogie. Probably can't really see her stretching out. You can see her ears going up. A little bit. Yeah. It's the game with the snowflake as the final boss. That's some pretty cool final boss music. But yeah. Snowflake final boss. No, it shows Sojiro is a confidant that I can do stuff with right now. Can't see it because my camera blocks it, but it showed the blue.
Yeah.
Rainy season ends, summer begins. What a pain.
Hey.
Living an honest life.
Hmm?
Carrying that cat around in your bag. Surprised you don't get stiff shoulders.
What is it?
It's not that I don't have anything to do, as you can see I'm keeping an eye on you right now.
Hey.
If anyone to hang out with me. Okay. He doesn't. You don't want to hang out with me, apparently. Yeah, I can't do EY's thingamabob. I can't do that. Still remember listening to the Infiltrate 12 for the first time way back then for some reason. I mean, I remember playing Explorers and thinking that Primal Dialga's theme was absolutely amazing, but also really struggling with that boss back then. I don't remember a whole lot about playing Gates, because I found the game kind of forgettable in contrast. Was the thing. You really don't want to do things with me?
Yeah.
What a pain. I don't know. I don't know, man. So, what's the deal with this again? Actually, the best house may help boost your charm. But what are the bonus days for it? Because if I want to get like some min-max kind of stuff, Where's the images that I screenshot of a YouTube video earlier? Let's go over to the charm ones. Because it's a charm thing. So let's see here. Public bath will give you extra points on Sunday and in rain. Well, it's not raining anymore. It stopped raining. Gosh dang you. I thought it was a couple days that it would be. I mean, that source could always be lying. I typically spend my Sunday evenings hanging out with Politician Man. So, there's that. But yeah, remember Violent Seed focus punching the crap out of Primal Delegate? Yeah, that's what we did on the most recent playthrough of Sky. Imagine how much you can make your mundane life worthwhile by applying a leveling system to it like Persona 5. Yeah, then you'd constantly be getting that awesome feeling of progression, you know? That addicting feeling of progression. Well, I mean, to be more precise, you know, a lot of people say that games are so, they hook you in so much because of the feeling of progression. But to be more precise, it's the denial of progression and attaining it in a way where it wasn't just easily handed to you, like you had to work to it. That's why it's more fun to just, you know, play the video game and make progress, and not just cheat all the things at max. Like, that doesn't feel satisfying and fun. So to be more precise, it's technically the denial of progress. That's probably why people like the Soulsborne series as much as they do. I don't know, man. I can't hang out with EY. I don't know, is the case. Yeah, PMD final boss themes, like, beautiful. Absolutely wonderful right there. I could work out at the gym or something or other, I don't know. What are the ways around here that I can pass time? There's the batting cage, but I kind of don't want to do it until I can do it well, you know? But yeah, oh boy, I got 250 XP for cleaning the kitchen. Heck yeah, just 4 more of those I can level up to the next level of kitchen cleaning. Absolutely. I can't go to the clinic in the evening. Well, maybe I can, but I just can't do the hangout thingamabob. Work on this confidant. Hi. Patient asked me. I don't know.
Take care.
Goodbye. Maybe I gotta wait a little bit longer or something. I don't know. I would try the batting cage. I'd try to bring up my proficiency. I could try the bathhouse just because I haven't tried it yet. That's what I could do, even though I won't get the best thingamabob that I can from it. But it's gonna take forever before I can get the best thingamabob from it anyway, right? So I can improve guts by attempting and failing that. I don't know how good there. Wait, is there a new movie playing? It's a new month. Whoa, wait here. Wow, how long are they gonna play The Cake Night Rises? But yeah, actually contemplate to apply a leveling system for your students. I just do it one of these days. You know, honestly, just changing your perspective in regards to doing stuff like that can make a really big difference. Like, if anyone wants to get better motivation for, oh, I know what I can do. Looking at the DVDs there, I can watch the thing above for my guts. That's what I can do. I can watch that movie that I rented. Like, if you want more motivation for doing a list of tasks that you need to do, and, like, make a notepad and list all the things that you need to do, but instead of calling it, like, tasks to do or, like, stuff to get done, call it side quests. And then go around completing your side quests, and, you know, maybe the change of perspective can help. I've done that many times.
Doesn't matter whether he's a zombie or not. Stranger is just another word for enemy, right?
Sir, wait! I'm human! I'm still human!
It's a story about people trying to survive in a city infested with zombies. Everyone's losing it. I think the humans are scarier than the zombies. So we finished watching The Running Dead, huh? Oh, how did I never notice that before? How did I never notice that that was a playoff of The Walking Dead, is The Running Dead? I'm just now realizing this. I feel dumb. Isn't The Walking Dead still going on until today? What kind of convoluted stuff are they doing today? I used to watch Walking Dead, like, back when it was big, when it was, you know, super duper massive. I watched it until, like, season 3. I watched it until the end of the prison arc. You know, back, like, basically when the show was doing, like, some pretty cool things, you know, not always, but there were some real stinkers in there in the mix as well. But generally, was doing some pretty cool things. And then after, you know, I watched a little bit into season 4, and then I was just like, I'm just not into this anymore. Is the thing about summoning a little more guts by watching this drama. Did it actually end this year? because I heard that there were still other things that they were doing to, you know, keep it ongoing in different ways. Like, apparently there was some episode where Rick was seemingly left for dead, but he was taken off by this helicopter, and he was gonna get, like, some standalone movie or something like that at some later date. And that whole thing where Bob. But yeah, he just received the side quest of making laundry. Hey, yeah, get this side quest done. I believe on the 20th of November, last episode aired. So really recently then. Is there any word on that? Did the movie already happen and I never noticed, maybe? That's always possible there. I heard that they had killed off Carl a while back because they because apparently he got to the age where they'd have to pay him more and they didn't want to do that. It was the narrative that I heard going around online. I don't know if that's true, but that was not a character that you could just kill off. But apparently that was one of the big things that happened that, you know, despite not having seen it in forever, I heard about. I don't know if I really heard about anything else going on. Apparently the plot went, like, all over the place and stuff. No, not Left 4 Dead, Walking Dead is a thing. The AMC TV show. The show that was so big that it had a show that went on after the show just to talk about the show. Like, for anyone who watched The Walking Dead, like, back when it was big, there was the weekly episode. And then after the weekly episode aired of The Walking Dead, there would immediately be another hour-long show called The Talking Dead. That was literally just a show about talking about the most recent episode of The Walking Dead. That's how big The Walking Dead used to be. Is it literally had a show just to talk about the show. So, you know, look, it just feel like a padded version of The Last of Us. I haven't seen the story of The Last of Us yet, so I wouldn't know myself. It's kind of on my mental to-do list if I want to play it one day, because I hear that it has a good story, and I like good stories in video games, so I want to experience it one day. That's why we're experiencing Metal Gear coming up here, which I'm really looking forward to, because that was on my list as well. So I'm looking forward to trying out Metal Gear here. But Last of Us is on that mental list too, and we'll see, because I hear that the story of part 1 is really good, and then the story of part 2 is like, you love it or you hate it. I don't know why, because, you know, I don't know the story of it myself. I haven't looked into it, because I'm like, oh, I'll find out one day when I play it. But apparently part 2 is really divisive.